What's going on, Niner Faithful? This is Aaron Wilson for Inside the 49. We're back with you at the start of the 2025 preseason, almost preseason, with training camp. And as always, I'm here with my brother, Chris. How we doing, Chris?
Pretty good. Football's
Good,
back. I don't know. I know when football's back when I don't know what day of the week it is. So,
Unless it's Sunday, then you know what day of the week it is.
Right? Yeah. Except when they have Saturdays off. So I really have no idea.
Yeah. So we wanted to jump on today to talk about the new additions to the 49ers secondary, specifically the safety position with Jason Pinnock and Mr. Grant. So as soon as we kind of have a feeling on where each of them are going to play after watching a little bit of their film, but we want to kind of dive into seeing kind of how they play. So we just picked up a couple different games for both of them to see kind of what Pinnock is really all about. He's going to be really the guy who's done a lot of starting over the last couple of years for the Giants. And then with Richie Grant, he started 2022 and 2023, but then lost his position in 2024 and played a little bit as kind of that third safety, which I think is also an interesting spot to have on the roster as well, because the 49ers do like to play with a little bit of extra safety in the box situation. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But we're just going to start off just looking through a little bit of Pinnock's film. As you see on the top, Pinnock is number 27 on the top. He's going to be more of your free safety type. And we'll just go through a little bit of film, see what he's doing, see what he isn't doing, and go from there. Sound good, Chris?
Sounds good to me.
All right, here we go. So 27 there on the top. We're going to get our beautiful faces off the screen and go full screen instead. So I figure that out. There we go. All right, so Pinnock number 27 on the top of your screen here. Let's see what he's all about. It looks like they're in some type of cover three initially off the bat, with Pinnock being that single high safety. Good job there, coming over top of the number 2 receiving threat on that right side, being available on top to help out as looks like the tight end that's coming off the top. So does his job. Nothing bad, nothing good from there. All right, let's go to our second clip. All right. These safeties playing deep, man. He's looking at 16 yards off the ball.
No wonder we wanted him.
Yeah, Nice are really good at that.
Yeah, he's like basically set up 20 yards off the ball.
Yeah, right? Did I miss
it's like bring me back to the last 2 years.
Yeah, which that's the biggest thing with free safeties. We want them to still be in the game, and right now he's so far back, he's not in the game. Yeah. And that's been an issue with the Niners too as well. But you'll see from Pinnock as we continue to look through some of his clips. He doesn't necessarily want to get involved in the run game. That's
on that last play, he should have been in the mix right there,
Yeah. At least come down and hit somebody.
Yeah. Is that Carson Wentz?
I think you're correct. Like so, again, comes over top of Goddard as the number 2 receiving threat, or the deepest threat to kind of the middle of the field, and does his job, so to speak. He could have been a little bit quicker there, but nothing to really talk much about.
Yeah, that's a nice play by the offense.
Yeah. So here they got 3 wide receivers set to the right hand side. He's obviously shading towards that direction with the trips, and then he gets the motion and comes on over a little bit, but still look like he's playing pretty much over the top of the number 2 as well. Here's one. Well, that's right. He gives up. He gives it the touchdown here, and this is a good one to go back on to kind of see from the top what his responsibilities are, or that we can guess at least. So it looks like he's got underneath help and a little bit of a bump from looks like a slot corner that's playing there, and then his responsibilities to take this threat. You're playing, some form of cover three. So the problem there is the space, right, Chris?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like he was definitely expecting something else. Yeah, he was confused by what was going on in the backfield and got us. It was caught a little bit out of position there. Not even out of position as much as he was just like slow to
react, right?
Yeah.
So
because I mean they redirected the tight end enough there for your safety, your free safety's got to be able to pick that up.
Yeah.
And so, he was sort of lost in whatever the play. I wasn't looking back there, but whatever. I seen there's some sort of like play action.
Play action to the right hand side.
Yeah, or they're like faking, something, some run to the right. Was that, I don't know, like a wide receiver in the backfield?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, he does come down and hit, which we'll give him that. He does have that in him.
If you could see that like 2 yards, like sooner, please.
Sooner, yes, exactly. So here, more of that too high shell. Now the Niners are going to be probably a combination of the single high and too high. We definitely saw a lot more too high from them last year. Salah, what do you think he's going to do? You think he's going to be more too high, more combination, more one high? What would be your best estimated guess, Chris?
I'm guessing it. I mean, if Pinnock's out there, they're going to be running more single high because you really don't want him. You can't really mix him up too much. Yeah, as a potential, strong safety in the box. He's not really that guy. Not that Brown's really that guy either, but Brown can sort of do either one. So, my thoughts were if Pinnock wins the job, which I assume he's going to, then Brown will be the strong safety type.
Yeah,
as much as we have a strong safety, and then the other way around, then Brown will play free safety.
Yeah. All right. So let's look how he reacts.
Comes back week 1, please.
Say that again.
I said until Mustapha comes back week 1.
Yeah.
Please.
Hopefully.
Please, come on.
Gotta hope so. Let's run this back to the top. I apologize. All right. So he's on the top left hand side.
So he was playing. He had the flat there.
Yeah, he was coming down to the flat.
So were they running cover 3 or?
It looks like they're running kind of inverted cover 3 where they roll down the safety into the box.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have anything to do, but he gets to where he needs to be.
Yeah, maybe he gets there. That goes a little too far.
Yeah, probably a little bit too far based on where the running back's coming out. You don't really need to be in that flat.
But yeah, I guess they're trying to hide it there.
Looks like back to the single high.
So here
that's not him up there. That's somebody else.
He's in the box there then.
Yeah, he's in the box there. Yeah, which I didn't see a ton of. Again, I only went through a couple different films, but he's playing that third. Kind of box safety as well. Well, not third, but he's playing that box safety position.
Yeah, because I mean they're pretty much running like a 5-3 stack.
Yeah,
you would not use. I mean, the two guys they're like the exact same size. I saw that they're both like 6 foot, 205 pounds, like within a year, within like a quarter inch of that, and within like a pound or two of that. So it's like they're oddly, strangely, similarly sized.
Grant and Pinnock.
Yeah, but their interests are different.
Yeah, for sure. So it looks like he's coming down. He's coming down again into the box. Looks like he's blitzing this time. Isn't able to get through the lineman. Surprise. But, he is trying to put his face in there. Let's see it from this angle. Yeah. Not much to talk about. You don't really expect the safety, especially Pinnock's type of safety, to really be coming down in the box and making a big difference. Looks like right now he's actually in the slot. He's playing kind of more of a slot corner against I think that's Goddard up there on the up top there. Yeah. So looks like he is coming in the box a little bit more than we were seeing it than I was seeing originally from him. But yeah, it's more for coverage than for run game support.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. So he really started his second year, right? I think that's when he started really playing.
Yeah,
I mean, like he's a later round pick, where Grant was a pretty early pick.
Looks like he was a 5th round.
Yeah, and I think Grant was like the top of the second round. So I mean,
yeah,
there were high hopes for Grant.
You are correct. Yeah,
but yeah, they're expecting a little bit more from Grant than they got.
Yeah. All right. So we're looking at he's here on the top. More than that. Not much there to talk about. 15 yards off, a little too off for me, but it's obviously where they want him to play. Doesn't really come down and clamp on that tight end. Yeah, probably could be a little bit more in mix on that side. All right, so back to two high shell. Taking the tight end, decent coverage. Shouldn't be running away from him. It's a decent job. Let's go through, let's say 2 more, and then we'll jump over and see what we see from Grant. So back to kind of the single high look, playing deep.
Like,
yeah.
There. Is he like playing with his mouthpiece or his helmet or something like that in the middle of the play?
Yeah, I mean,
this is not trying to get into it too much.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, let's see, like when should he be there? Like he should know it's run by now.
Now, yeah. I mean, you want in a perfect world, right? You want your free safety to be in that right there.
Yeah. You want
like Mustapha would be in that.
Like Mustapha is a different story. So
he's in there like hitting his own guy.
Yeah. So he's in the slot again. This is again you got that trips on the top, so you're not sure how that changes the defense depending on what the Giants are calling against trips in this situation. Looks like he's playing pretty man up against the slot receiver.
Yes, I think you're going to see him like play more in the box when he has like coverage responsibilities. Like I think that's what the idea.
Yeah.
Because he was a converted cornerback, I believe.
Yeah. So I like how he gets aggressive. So you'll see that here in a second, right there. It is late. It is illegal contact. But I like how he is being aggressive with.
I mean, like, I feel like that's okay. The kind of, I mean, like the wide receiver hit him first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can carry him out there.
Like summer situation, trips. He's on the slot.
Oh, it was RPO anyway, right?
Yeah, this is an interesting coverage. So I remember seeing this initially and being like, he's actually passing the number 3 off as he's running with him vertically. He's passing him off to the other safety. And then he comes off of him to play more the middle of the field, which I think is interesting. Interesting move in terms of coverage wise. I mean, I get it with you got trips on one side, you don't have anybody else on the other side, so you can pass that off. But it's something you don't see very often where they're passing off to their safety and then flipping his hips.
Go back to that one again because I had that one was not play action. All right, so they have trips. So he's up in the mix there. So he takes the 3, takes him vertical, but then when the 3 goes cross field and he hands it off to the other safety.
Yeah.
And then so I guess he's so I mean I think it looks like it's like he's doing what he's supposed to do there.
Yeah, no, exactly what he's supposed to do.
One of those 2 guys is supposed to be deep, and I guess the idea here would be for the they want if they're running this play, they want the opposite to happen of what the Giants did here. So it's a good play by the Safeties. It's good communication.
It's good communication. Yeah. So he passed them off and then flips to be kind of the quote unquote single high safety afterwards. So he doesn't have anything to do and he's not in the mix. But
it's
interesting.
Not his fault.
Yeah, no, not his fault at all. All right, so we're gonna kind of close. Let's put a bow on Pinnock. He's plays a little bit in the box, but more for coverage. He plays back deep. Is more of that single high safety type. Doesn't necessarily want to get in the run game mix a ton from what we've seen from these handful of 10 or so plays. Anything else you want to add, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, just looking at his stats when he was playing, he'll have like half the number of tackles as Grant does. So just gives you an idea of what he's much more of a cornerback who's playing for converted into free safety as opposed to like a safety type.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to Grant. So Grant is going to be a little bit more in the box. He will play that third safety role as well, which I think is interesting to kind of see both pickups, big-ish off-season pickups safety wise. That will kind of be in the mix. That will probably be in the mix.
Those are two of the bigger pickups, actually.
Yep, that will kind of be in the mix this year. Are both guys that can play both that third safety, which I think is an interesting dynamic that they have to pull on.
But we already have two safeties playing linebacker, so I need that.
This is true. As long as we don't take one of those safeties and turn them into a linebacker, I think we'll be good, right?
Yeah. Maybe we could take one of our linebackers, turn them to a safety.
Yeah, right. All right. So Grant here is he's in the bottom of your screen, number 27. You kind of just see right off the bat, kind of what we were talking about before, like he wants to be a little bit more in the mix, just with kind of an aggressive standpoint. You'll see that more, but like he's a lot more, I want to get in the box. I want to hit somebody, as opposed to Pinnock, who isn't like that as much. So he's on the bottom side safety 27 again.
Yeah, and so I mean, like when they're playing, like most teams play some form of split safety, if not primarily, then at least a secondary. So even if you're the quote unquote box safety, you're going to be playing a lot of deep coverage.
Yeah.
So it's probably like a 2-to-1 ratio or a 2-to-1 difference whether you're playing free safety or strong safety. If you are one of those kind of guys who would rather play one or the other, if the Niners go in that direction, then it's like out of 3 plays, 2 of them you're going to be playing deep if you're a free safety, and 2 of them you're going to be playing shorter if you're the strong safety. So it's not like it's a huge 90% of the time kind of thing.
Yeah,
but they definitely have different styles of play, despite their like identical size.
Yeah. So here he's kind of playing the rat position.
He plays it poorly, but
yes, he's got to come up more, because his responsibility is to really come up and play whoever's coming across into that.
Yeah, I mean,
curl area.
He's the one that they're targeting on this play, and it's successful. So not that that's like the easiest play in the world, but
it's what they're going after. Yeah, you can see a little bit more. He's in the bottom left of your screen. He's about to come up here in a second. There he is.
It's bigger too, so it's not like he's gonna throw it over your head.
Yeah. Let's see. So he's playing. He's at the top now. So they do move him around a little bit, side to side. But he's in the
he's going way back there in the
no man's land area, which is something.
Where was he going on that play?
I don't know what his thought is there. So
I got the deep third.
So I think his thought is that they're playing press coverage on 83 from Tampa. I'm going to call him Mike Williams, so that's incorrect. And he needs to help out over top. 13, not 18.
Evans?
With Evans, yeah. Evans. That's probably the mentality that they're playing press on him. I need to really be deep. I think he's going to beat him deep. I don't know if that's the right move. He's on the top of me again. Plays over top of the number 2 coming across. Does an okay job. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he was a little bit slow recognizing it. I mean, for a guy who's that deep, to start, then you would expect him to be a little bit, deeper on the on that route there.
Yeah. So right now he's actually he's 27, so he's playing right next to the other cornerback on top of him. So right now he's that kind of third safety role. Looks like he's
in coverage.
In coverage, but I think he's looking at the tight end originally, so he's probably playing man on the tight end. But the tight end doesn't do anything; it doesn't come out again. But I mean, like that's a good example of like I know it's something small, but like just the aggressive nature a little bit more than Pinnock is. You're going to see, him do something where he wants to get in the mix, even if he's a little bit late to where he needs to be. He wants to get in the mix, and he's trying to throw people around. Which that's what you want to see out of. Players.
You typically he errs on the side of aside from that the one play when I think he's probably concerned about getting beat deep.
Yeah.
But he errs on the side of like trying to get into the backfield rather than play 40 yards back.
Exactly.
Which except for that one player too.
So it looks like he's just playing man on the tight end blocks. He's still worried about him coming out.
Or the running back, I don't even. They have like three guys covering one guy there, and actually nobody covers him. Good work, guys.
So right now he's back on the top as a safety. So they just flip flop from play to play, from him being the kind of that box safety. Looks like they went with more of a 5-man front on this play. So then they brought him from being that box safety, that third box safety, to now being back and helping out with the kind of the normal safety spot.
Yeah, still on okay. I'm about to say let's get up there. Let's get in the play.
Yeah. This is just a bad recognition on what's going on.
Which I mean, he probably can't see.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't see that. So
yes.
He's concerned with the wide receiver who's streaking there, who does a pretty good job of selling it, because the corner thinks that he's going out too. So
yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily put that on him.
Nope. All right, here's a goal line. Here's a goal line situation we can look at. He is he's in the top of the slot. He's in the top of the slot or the second slot, following the tight end coming across the field. As you see him coming across the field.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen any plays like this in the last 2 years.
All right. We'll take advantage of seeing it from this angle as well. He still kind of travels with the tight end, trying to get through all the mix, even though the ball ends up going with Baker right up the gut. So it's a tough one. He's kind of he's in the mix, but he's not in the mix at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his assignment. I mean, I guess he was just manned up on him, but that seems sort of early. If you have another safety player who's just standing there doing nothing.
Yeah. He's at the bottom of the screen on this situation. So he's got that. Looks like there's trips on the top, and then just single side down with Evans on the bottom. Let's see what he ends up doing.
What to say? You can tell these two teams play each other a lot. Because the last second motion there worked pretty well. It's got him going and yeah. I mean, it didn't work, but it had an impact on the defense.
Yeah, so he's at the top right now, top safety. Like, this is a problem, right?
Yeah. It's it. I mean, it's like this is the kind of stuff that drives me crazy. Because, like Mayfield doesn't. He's not going to throw the ball that far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, why are you covering deeper than he's going to throw the ball?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to have to come back because actually 27 he's in the slot. I got that messed up. So he was actually not playing back. He's actually playing the slot against Evans.
Yeah. I'm still just yelling at whoever's back there.
Yes, please yell at them.
Like, come on, let's play. If you don't want to play, you can. I mean, it's not his fault. He's probably. I mean, that's how he's taught how to play. But I just don't understand why teams do this.
So he's the third box safety on the left-hand side. What they do, switch route. He ends up taking
Evans,
but kind of passing him off.
Yeah. So they run a
to the top, little switch route, switch release on the top.
They do, okay, and then they try to high low the cornerback.
Yeah. Which I don't know why he's turning around telling the safety that he's yours because he's not close enough to be on him.
Well, I think that's the safety's fault.
Yeah, yeah, he's got to be.
And like really, they, I guess, was that guy really open? Because you would assume the way that that's lined up that you're going to be going to the right side.
Yeah, you think that should be his?
Because like the safety is way out of position, and the cornerback's got to choose there.
Let's see Baker's eyes. See if he looks right first, or if he goes straight to Martin. He goes straight to Martin. He's not even looking that side. He really wants this. I mean, we don't know the situation. I'm not sure what the down and distance.
That's what you want. It's like, okay, but that's I feel about Mayfield.
Yeah,
that's a Baker player right there.
All right, let's do last play. He's at the top of your screen. So he's going to have some type of combination coverage going on because we got a linebacker, a safety, and then we have a DN on that side who's probably going to pop out. And we obviously have the corner. So he's going to have some type of combination either on the number 2 coming out or taking them one deep. So let's see what he ends up doing. Oh, they don't have to worry about anything.
There's some trickeration going on here.
All right. Good effort. I mean, you see, he's going sideline to sideline, I mean, it's not full max effort. But let's just watch, see his run from where he's covering to where he's trying to make the tackle. He's covering some ground and he's doing it with, he's taking good angles, covering ground, and making that effort to make the tackle, which is important. So thoughts on Grant? What's your overall, just from the handful of plays that we looked at, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a reason why he wasn't playing last year, and it's because he wasn't to the top safeties on the Falcons.
Yeah,
so that should tell you something, But at the same time, he probably is the guy. Well, originally was supposed to have the higher upside. And it's like you have 2 guys who, either of them could potentially play. I mean, it'd be good. It'd be nice to have these guys, competing with Brown for a job, as opposed to like Brown already having a job and then they're competing with each other for a starting gig. So, I mean, I don't really like it as a starting safety. I mean, especially with Brown too. It's I think you almost have to pick because you just don't want Brown deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they, especially with their cornerback situation right now, with injuries and everything. Yeah, I would assume it's Pinnock's job to lose.
Yeah, I think you're right, and that's from the training camp stuff. From the training camp stuff that you've been following, he seems to be getting those reps. It seems to be Pinnock and Brown as the one of the two safeties. So, it's two. From what we've seen, again, it's a small sample size. They're not wowing you. They're not making horrible mistakes. Serviceable. I would say serviceable backups is what they are. Can Grant step up and play a little bit of that third safety in the box and get some reps potentially? But as of from what we've seen, the small sample size and the fact that Grant lost his starting position last year. And that if you look at different grades for those guys, nothing's really jumping off at you. So it's probably falling in line with what we're seeing here. It's just 2 backup safeties, and if they need to be in the game, they're not going to make stupid mistakes. Hopefully, but that's kind of
never say that about safeties.
That's kind of who they are. So that's kind of our wrap on the safeties, and that's the first of more film we're going to be watching in 2025. So if you haven't so already, please subscribe, throw a comment down below if any specific type of film that you want us to break down, please throw it in the comments, and we will put it together for you guys. Anything else, Chris?
Nope.
All right, guys. As always, go Niners. See ya.